I gotta win, nigga. Yeah. I gotta win. I gotta win. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta win, nigga. Yeah. I gotta.
What's going on, man? It's your boy QT, and we sitting here live with one of the Isabelle Brothers, man. Tell them who you is, man.
What's up, y'all? My name is Joran Isabelle. A lot of people call me Jay, but I am 1/3 of the Isabelle Brothers.
1/3. So, how you doing, man? I ain't seen you in a while.
Doing pretty good. Yeah, I ain't seen you. We was at Block Party the last time we seen each other.
Yeah, we was chopping it up a little bit, and we, matter of fact, we had met, and somebody had, motherfucker.
Who was the answer? You didn't answer on the camera.
Answer? I can't answer right now. But yeah, man, last time we was talking about, this success and, you know what I'm saying, the next project you was working on. Mm-hmm. I know that you're known for your movie, The Last Disciple. Mm-hmm. Can you just explain the plot line and, how you came to that for the people who haven't heard about it?
Yeah, so we did this movie called The Last Disciples. Me and my brothers wrote, produced, and directed it. A lot of our friends and stuff and people in the city was in it, and some people from Atlanta too. Basically, the story, we basically got the idea. We go to these empowerment sessions on Thursdays, like spiritual stuff, and we just talk about life in general. And we decided to make a movie that kind of bridges the gap between the streets and then spirituality.
Okay.
So, while somebody ain't never been to church or, don't really be reading the Bible and stuff like that, we wanted to make the movie in a way that if you knew nothing about the Bible, it would be a good introduction. If you knew about the Bible, you'd be able to look and see how it relates to your everyday life. Because I think as a spiritual person, that's kind of what I get frustrated with sometimes, is people kind of try to remove God from our everyday functioning. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm going to the store, me and Shauna going to Walmart, like we just did, how that plays into, everything you do play into who you are as a person spiritually or whatever. So we try to kind of break that wall between this church, thing, and then the life we live and the choices we make and how they, have consequences or whatever.
Okay. So what made you get into the film industry and, starting to do these sessions and spirituality? What made, I'm gonna slow down. What made you do film? What made you do that? Yeah.
I always liked doing film since I was real little. It's kind of how people say whether they're a singer or they're a rapper, they just always can remember rapping or singing.
Yeah.
I always remember doing something visual, video-wise. Mm-hmm. My dad had these home video cameras, and I would just take them and make little videos and stuff. So I always remember doing it ever since I was real little. And then now it's with technology, it kind of caught up with it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Cause I remember we was in high school, that was not cool.
Yeah, doing all the
to me, why you ain't playing no ball?
Why you dunking on niggas? I know you about 6'6".
So it was bro, we know you like to do the videos, but we really need you to just come move. We know you did your thing, but we really need the hype. So, you know what I'm saying? But now it's complete opposite. You don't see nobody out there hooping now. You see everybody
everybody creative.
It's crazy. So it flipped. That's why I would be telling people whatever your gift is, even though you might feel like a weirdo now, eventually time gonna catch up with you. Most of the time, if you stick with what you do, eventually everything will catch up. You know what I'm saying?
So let's talk a little bit about your upbringing. Where are you from and what school you went to and stuff like that?
Me and my brothers, all three of us, we grew up on the north side. Went to Johnson, the black sheep of the school of the city. With Jemison, now they changed it.
Huntsville.
Yeah, Huntsville. Here in Huntsville, Alabama. And we just pretty much grew up, grew up here in the city or whatever.
When y'all graduated?
I graduated in 2003. My brothers done graduated in 2007 and 2008, I think. Yeah, I graduated, yeah.
So you the oldest by a few years.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still look like my middle brother, so people get us confused. So that's a compliment on me.
So I thought y'all was, when I heard about y'all, I thought y'all was twins. You know what I'm saying? I'm what's going on? I'm confused for a second. But that's all right. You and both your brothers are doing film, or you and one of your brothers doing film?
Well, we all this is kind of how it go. Everybody kind of get they role they play as far as all of us go. I pretty much do like the recording, the hands-on stuff. My other brother David, he do too, but he got like a real strong eye visually. Like, and as far as like working with actors and stuff, he the one that's like paying attention to detail. I'm like bigger picture. Like, okay, amass everybody together, get the location. And he like going in and being like, when I'm not looking, like telling the actor like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like he doing like little stuff.
He the micro and you the macro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and then my baby brother, he's like the one that's like the scale, the balance. So stuff getting out of control, he like, okay.
Yeah. So
like, you know what I'm saying?
The peacemaker.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's a good trifecta.
He the one checking up on like people, cause I be busy. So he the one that's got the heart like just checking up, making sure people good. On set, you know what I'm saying, what y'all need, hey, you know what I'm saying, so it's like we all work together, like to make, like, you know what I'm saying, something that look like it's crazy, like make it happen, you know what I'm saying, because without anybody doing that role, like we wouldn't be able to make that movie, because like, I'm thinking like, okay, we get everybody here, everything gonna be straight, not really, that, you know what I'm saying, little stuff that, like the little director will make the movie, you know what I'm saying, it don't seem like it's important, but when you see everything on big screen come together, like all the scenes, I'm like, oh, I didn't even know he told him to do that. Or I didn't even know, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the pieces come together, so that's cool.
So how far did the movie go? Did you, I know last time we talked, you was talking about, I think you went out there to LA, and, you know, he's nominated for, I want to say it's on your Instagram. I forgot the name of it, but I know you was you know, it reached success to a point. And I know it's on Blu-ray, it's on DVD.
Yeah, and we got it on digital.
Yeah,
you can digitally order it or whatever. So basically, we went to LA to this film festival, Irish Pan African Film Festival, and it was like one of the official selections to screen there. And they screened it like right before like the big movie at the festival. So it was like a lot of people there. We met like a lot of stars and stuff. Got a lot of contacts. So that was like cool, like seeing like the business part of everything, because you always see like the glitz and the glam, like on Instagram, like, you know, the red carpet stuff. But like we got to see like, okay, like if you really trying to move forward and go to the next level, you need to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it moved from like, you know what I'm saying, we doing this to like, okay, this is it, you know, we ain't there yet. This is where we need to, you know what I'm saying? It's like knowing like how far you know, further you need to go or whatever.
So I want you to, because you, whether you know it or not, you kind of an influence on a lot of the younger people, the people, and even people your age, because you reached a level of success in the movie industry, in the film industry that a lot of people wish, you know what I'm saying, even though it's not Steven Spielberg or nothing like that, but you got something to prove that you can show your grandkids and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying, I want you to, you know, explain to the people that, you know, that feel like that they can't do it, you know what I'm saying, the little kids from the north side that feel like, you know, the odds are stacked against them, like explain how, is it possible to do it, you know what I'm saying, and if it is, then what kind of work you got to put in? It
is definitely possible. Like that's one thing we learned doing this movie is it's possible. Like if you put your mind to it, if everybody's heart's in the right place, if you ain't got no egos and no snakes, like, you know, so you got to watch your circle, like, who really a part of what's going on, like be observant, see this person really in it for the love and for the betterment of everybody, or if they just trying to get a picture out for Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna hear from them when it's time to really put some work in. So building that core team of people is really important, and sticking with them. You know what I'm saying? If you get like, you know, as your name gets out there and you know what I'm saying, you start to get success, like keeping your circle of people who like shining, like we've been like, they was there like when we was doing other stuff like Throne and like even before that, just like with church and stuff. So keeping those people tight is important, because you got a lot of people trying to join in, come in, you know, get their little piece in or whatever. Not saying that's nothing bad with that, but you got a formula that you're working with. Like as you build your name, it's a, you know what I'm saying? It's like a brand. Like people say, like build my brand. Like you got a brand. So it's important to keep that DNA of what you building and why you doing what you're doing. As far as like people who want to get into video, film, or whatever, now it's kind of like, I feel like if you want to do it, let it come from a pure place. Like don't just be caught up in the whole hype of people seeing me on Facebook and YouTube, because that's temporary. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is 4, 5, 6 years from now, life gonna be happening, stuff's going, you know what I'm saying? Nothing is gonna stay the same forever. So if you got a passion for it, really take it serious, educate yourself, immerse yourself in it. Don't make it like a part-time thing. Well, I can make me $500 real quick, so let me go down the street and shoot this trap video.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that. I mean, it's cool if that's all you in it for.
Yeah.
But you gotta be real with yourself, and I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people that's in this business or trying to get into it, they just getting caught up in the hype of it, and they're not taking themselves serious. They're not taking it serious. Like, if this is something I really want to do and I got a passion for it, I need to take it serious. I need to invest in myself. I need to educate myself. I need to give me like a mentor, somebody I can ask questions. I also got to be comfortable with not jumping all the way up here overnight. I got to build my own, you know what I'm saying, voice. I got to build my own, you know what I'm saying. That just comes with time. Like, you can't. A lot of people be like, oh, if I just get this camera, if I just get, you know what I'm saying, if I just, you know what I'm saying, get to Atlanta, if I just get to New York, like, they think like the whole package is going to be waiting for them. It's like, you got to really put in the work and the time. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying, even though it's better nowadays, you know, with YouTube, you can YouTube tutorials and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to save time, it's still, you gotta allow yourself that. You gotta allow yourself to make mistakes. You gotta allow yourself to look like a fool. You know what I'm saying? That growing stage that nobody want to embrace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you gotta embrace that, because that's where you're gonna find out who you are as a director, what you want to do, what you want to say.
I mean, I know I fall victim to a lot of that stuff too, man. Because you know, sometimes I just feel like, you know, halfway in, halfway out. You know, Instagram. You know, I don't really care for, you know what I'm saying, the Snapchats and Instagram. But you know what I'm saying, a lot of times I fall victim to it because, you know, that's just how we brought up, and you know what I'm saying, we wasn't. To an extent we was, but you know, we were brought up in the age of social media, and you know what I'm saying, do it for the gram and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying?
But it's like, it's even with you doing it, like right now, you taking yourself serious. Like, you putting in the work. A lot of people that's doing videos is probably out at the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, you, at some level, you still taking yourself serious. You still trying to learn. You still, like, progressing upward, what I'm saying. Not necessarily saying, like, because I love social media. That's really why I got my start. You know what I'm saying? It's like posting my videos and people liking them and sharing them or whatever. But at some level, you got to have some seriousness about what you're doing, is what I'm saying. And you, even now, if you stick with it now, even 5 years from now, a lot of people who is interested in it right now, they're going to be somewhere working on art. You know what I'm saying? Like, life going to happen. So my thing is, if you really want to take it to the next level, just take it serious and educate yourself, because that's what's going to give you longevity in doing this. You know what I'm saying? If not, it's just going to be like whatever everybody doing 5 years from now, jumping off buildings, taking snapshots, like, I don't know, with drones, I don't know, like, whatever the next hottest thing is, that's where everybody gonna be at. So,
you hear that, kids? I hope you took notes, man, because he just dropped some gems. Now, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna say this, ask one more question, I'll move on to something a little serious. Last time we talked, you was doing something about the Buffalo Soldiers. Did you ever, I mean, it's 2-on-1, did you ever, what's the progress on that, and what is something that everybody can look for? What's the next project people can look forward to seeing from you and the brothers?
Okay, we are working on stuff. We do got this documentary coming out called The Buffalo Soldiers, because we really want to tell this story. Everybody's so up in arms about this whole flag and respecting the flag and respecting the country. It's gonna be a good project to show, like, we've been here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to play like we ain't for the country. Like, we've been serving the country. Don't play that card. So you got like all these black soldiers back in the day who was like putting their lives on the line, like right after slavery, and they don't get no credit. Like, I ain't never heard of none of the stuff they was doing as far as like winning these battles and helping the white people pretty much secure the land from the natives and all this crazy stuff. Like, they get paid to do what they do, but their accomplishments is like crazy. And I wasn't interested in it at first, to be honest. My pastor one told me, like, I think it'd be a good session. I was like, bro, don't nobody wanna watch this. I like history, but I was trying to find out, like, what's gonna make this interesting for people. And I was like, when I started reading the letters that they was writing and seeing like what they face, it's the same stuff we facing today. It's crazy. Like, if you read the letters, like, you could pretty much be like substituted now. Like, you know what I'm saying, as far as like how people treating them.
Give me like, you got like an example of, you know, it ain't gotta be in detail, but.
Okay, so for example, like one of the letters was the guy, they was stationed here in Huntsville, because you know, Calvary Hills used to be a little fort or whatever.
I used to go down.
Yeah, a little fort or whatever. So one of the soldiers was writing like, hey, it's some sneaky stuff going on around here. Like, they pretty much some white people had put out some bounties on their heads to kill them. And it was like, for every soldier y'all kill, we're going to give you X amount of dollars. The crazy part about it was black people was doing it too to get the money. They was killing their own kind to get the money. So it was like, but you see them playing that against us today. You see, like, in the streets, like, with the whole drug thing, like, they'll get somebody and try to get them to sneak. It's the same thing. So it's you get to see, like, how the system worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wanted to get rid of all of them, but it's like, we got y'all under control right here. Like, y'all ain't serving. And they were so threatened by the soldiers that they made them, like, disarm when they came in the city. The southern white people did. Like, y'all can have y'all guns. If y'all stationed here. Because they could defend themselves.
When was this around?
This was like 1898, beginning of 1900.
Okay. Wow.
Like Jim Crow, all that type of stuff, segregation. And so, just reading is like, dang, and through all of that, they still was able to do what they had to do, win these medals. It's like crazy.
Just like today, man.
Exactly,
just like
exactly.
Today. Like, it's just
like
you said when, you know, they hired informants and, you know what I'm saying, they would hire people like, you know what I'm saying, just even police to an extent, you know what I'm saying, they'll give bonuses and stuff. I read something, I don't know if it's true or not, so don't
I mean, it's a little true. It's gotta be, because like, and just like not being armed, like you can't have no gun as a black person get pulled over. You see what's happening, so it's like, that stuff, those fears that they had is still being played out today. It's different, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't like, as far as like the laws of segregation and stuff like that, but it's the mentality is still here. Like, we still operate under that same system. You read these letters like, damn, like that's still happening. You think about it, like that's, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy the parallel. So we just want to tell that story, let people hear it. And so y'all be on the lookout for that. It's Buffalo Soldiers coming out next year. To read about the guys, and we also got this action movie getting ready to come out. Hood action flick. So that's gonna be dope. I can tell a lot about it because I don't want nobody trying to take it. Because you know you got to be careful about your ideas.
I'm about to say, what you got cooking, man?
You look up and then somebody be doing it and wrong. You just be like, they really just
Captain Save a nigga.
It's gonna be a dope movie though. It's gonna be real dope. I'm excited about that. I was telling Sean about that. I was asking them. It was 2 days ago. We was at China House, and I was like, okay, y'all, these are all the ideas we get. Like, which one the best one? They were like, I think you should do this one.
Okay,
like, dope.
That's good. That's good, man. I like that. Yeah, we gotta have the last superhero. That reminds me of the last black superhero. What's the dude? Luke Cage.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I ain't even seen it yet, man.
I seen like a couple episodes. I ain't binge watched it yet, but like just the idea of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like dope. Like,
I gotta see that, man. I know even
came Black Panther. You know, Black Panther coming out.
Yeah, that's still coming out
in March.
Okay, yeah, I gotta see it.
It's legit.
It's good. It's a good movie.
February.
February.
Yeah, we
went Yeah, Black Panther.
Shut up.
That's a good segue into how I want to ask you about like how you feel about things that's going on in the world today. You know, you spoke on the kneeling for the flag, which is not a national anthem protest.
Exactly.
It is a injustice protest. This is for everybody who don't know. You know, stuff like that. Of course, the Donald Trump in office, you know, I see some stupid ass shit he said earlier today, man. But
it's like every day.
It's every day. It's
every day.
And that's the problem.
It's expected now.
Yeah, it's nothing new. It's like, okay, you know, back in the day, you'd be like, what? You said what? And then, you know, but now, you know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about, you know, racial tensions and things that's going on today? And, you know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on it?
I feel like, well, first of all, when Trump first got elected, I just stopped like watching the news, watching social media. I was getting upset.
Yeah.
Cause like the media was making me mad. Like, you know, they play on your, you know what I'm saying, your anger and stuff, and they try to, cause they know you're gonna keep coming back. So I was like, I just got to stop watching this. But then I stood and thought, I was like, you know what? I couldn't believe it happened, to be honest. But then I was like, cause I thought there was enough people in the world, you know what I'm saying, non-black, you know what I'm saying, or
had sense.
Yeah, that was just commonly decent people that would be like, we're not gonna do this. Like, even though we might not particularly be fond of black people or be fond of homos or be fond, you know, that we're not gonna do this for the sake of the country. But it's like, it happens. So it was just like, wow. But I just think, if anything, like, it actually is applying pressure to people for us to move forward. I mean, to be honest, when Obama was elected, President Obama was elected, we didn't have no pressure like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just kind of like went under even further as far as like how people felt about black people, whatever, people that's different or whatever. But now it's like, this is bringing it up. So it's like people actually have to face it, which to me is where the real change happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, they say it's always dark as before dawn, so whatever happened with this situation, you know, it's causing people to grow, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of white people coming up to me trying to strike up conversations like, hey, I'm not that guy.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'll be at the Starbucks and this guy was like, hey, you can tell like people just want to reach out because they don't necessarily agree with what he's saying. But it's like, y'all need to be talking to y'all brothers. Like, that's what need to be having this conversation with.
See,
like, I'm good.
See, I like...
business as usual for me. I'm still black in America, like...
you don't even tell me, like... I ain't the one.
I already know.
I already know. See, but that's the thing that I kind of... You know, I think Trump is kind of like a blessing and a curse with America because he... you know what I'm saying? He's shown who's goddamn crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like now we know who's crazy. It's no undercover racism no more. You know what I'm saying? And then he also showed. Well, I ain't met anybody personally that's hey, I'm not I'm cool, man. You know, I haven't. You ain't got like
no white friends. It's like
I got a couple white friends.
You got them awkward conversations where it's like. They might be talking about something at home, but then again, you like they really don't want to go there. But it's like
see, I ain't have a chance. I ain't had a chance. The one
it's coming.
I got one. It's coming.
It's coming, bro.
Yeah, I already know.
You got wait, like 3 more years. Like it's coming. Like at some point in time, like you gonna have that awkwardness. Like okay, this is what Jay was talking about. Like,
okay. See, I got the one white guy. Shout out to my boy Double H. You know who you is. But we ain't had a chance to talk. About this yet. And then the other white friend, that's like a black guy to me. Right. He raised
grew up
within, you know what I'm saying? So, we got a natural understanding, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to hide. But I really need to get some more white friends, man, because I ain't got a lot of white friends.
I mean, the thing about it is like, as far as like people say they don't meet a stranger when they meet me. I pretty much connect. Like, if you got a good spirit, I'll talk to you. I'll chop it up with you. I might even work with you, depending on what we, got on hand. But at the end of the day, my parents have said the best. We have these empowerment sessions. He said, what we really need is a moral movement. Not necessarily black or white, just like right. Just like, it's certain stuff that you just should want to stand for. It ain't got nothing to do with how somebody look, their skin color, who they like, or whatever. It's just certain common, decent stuff. Even if you're not really spiritual, you don't believe in God, like, you should have enough heart as a human to, you know what I'm saying, like, not be trifling and not be, like, some of the stuff that people say and I be reading some of this stuff on Facebook, it's like, okay, I know you might feel some type of way, but why would you go out of your way to be hateful? Or why would you go out? That's the part that I really don't understand, like, as a person, like, why somebody got to go out their way to be hateful? I mean, if you feel like that, just feel like this. I don't want to know. I don't care. I can't change your mind. I can't change your heart. So why tell me? So I mean, that's the frustrating part of like moving forward. But I feel like it is causing people to like challenge how they feel, and I feel like we should continue to do the right thing.
Oh, they done finally got me on the show. I've been calling you niggas for the last 30 minutes. Well, now that I'm on here, I got a public service announcement. This your Uncle Ruckus. Now, for all you nasty niggas and nasty bitches that smoke your black and miles to the plastic burn, you need to stop. That's all I got to say now. Take care.
Yeah, we just need to keep pushing forward and keep being positive, and eventually stuff will change.
Okay. Well, we finna wrap it. I wish we had more time, man, but we're gonna wrap it up. Just let the people know where they can follow you, your information, what to expect from you in the future. You know what I'm saying? Just your closing remarks. Just let them know what's up.
Check us out, IsabelleBrothers.com. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, y'all was looking. Shadow was looking like, hold on. My bad. Check us out, IsabelleBrothers.com. That's ISABELLE Brothers.com. That's our website. You can check out our movies. You can check out all the information, upcoming movies, all that stuff. Instagram, Isabelle Boys. Facebook, I think it's Isabelle Studios. If you type Isabelle, we'll pop up. You Google Isabelle Brothers, we'll pop up. Just follow us. Check us out on all the upcoming movies. look forward to working with you too. So.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming through for me, bro.
Oh, yeah, this is exciting.
Hit a beat from the mojos. I'm on the drink, moving slow-mo. I'm 23, where the time go? In due time, yeah, time show you who real and who fake. Who love you, who hate ya. Who lies, who snakes. I'm from the field where it's real now. Stress to make you pop a pill now. Yeah, a nigga want